everyone. Welcome to the THZTV show. My name's Chris. This is my bro Aid.
How's she going?
Welcome to...
Cheers.
Oh, cheers. Welcome to episode 38. Is the game of hockey at a crossroads? So I'm sure we've all heard about the Patrice Cormier suspension, the hit, the elbow. It's been in the news everywhere. There's been 9-year-olds fighting and brawling in Russia.
Yeah.
Suspensions to OHL players for 20 games, headshots here, this shot there, all kinds of stuff in the news about all these terrible incidents.
It's different, isn't it?
It is different.
Back in the day.
Very different than back in the day. So what we've kind of thought about here at the Hockey's and Adrian and I is the game at a crossroads here. We've got society on one hand that wants hockey to be safe, fans want it to be safe, parents want it to be safe for their children. All this research from concussions and stuff is coming out and realizing that certain blows to the head does cause serious damage down the road. But then on the other hand, we got media, coaches, parents, players. It's one of the toughest sports in the world. You got to be tough to play the game. You know, you got the Messiers that played before, the Gordie Hounds.
Finish your checks, do what you
Finish
can.
hard, do what you can to make your team win. So it's kind of like a split here. So we were curious and thought to throw the question out about the game to you guys. And so I guess what are your thoughts here? I'm doing a lot of talking. So what do you think?
Yeah, we're used to that.
Yeah.
I think there is something going on there where that it does seem to be at a crossroads, and they got to figure something out because I mean, you look at, like you're saying, players growing up, coaches, scouts are always saying, you gotta finish every check, you gotta do what you can, you gotta fight through it, mix it up a little bit, get involved out there. I had a coach tell me once I gotta get more involved out there, so I knew exactly what that meant.
Actually, that just made me think of something. I had a coach when I played Bantam B. He yelled off the bench, "Throw your purse at him, Nadeau!" So I mean, that's the type of stuff you get coming.
So it's part of the culture.
Yeah.
So I guess what we're kind of talking about here is like, okay, when a 19-year-old elbows somebody, we're not sticking up for it, but it gets pretty fast out there, pretty hectic. He's always trying to finish his check. He plays pretty tough. He throws out the elbow, catches the kid, unfortunately, at the wrong time, I guess, or something. Not sticking up for it. I'm talking about Cormier.
Yeah, we're not condoning the elbow or anything.
He should have got a lengthy suspension and everything, but. I mean, as soon as it happened, it was like everything. It was the end of the hockey world. It's the worst thing Bob McKenzie's ever seen in hockey. I guess he never watched Bobby Clark play or
Messier. I mean,
those guys back in the day. But
ask Mike Modano about Messier's elbow.
Cross the line, Dolan. Back for Modano. Oh, was he hit? Messier looked like he hit him in the head with the shoulder.
Or Rick Natras, or even in the Canada Cup there, Messier laid out a few elbows. The Gordie Howe elbows, so that was a phrase back in the day. So, I mean, you had a good point about Pierre McGuire.
I mean, sometimes you hear announcers like Pierre McGuire going on about monsters, and this kid's a monster, and he's running guys over out there, and they probably called Patrice Cormier a monster 2 years ago in the World Junior, I'm sure, right?
Yeah.
When he was playing and finishing his checks, and everybody thought he was great, and he's going to be a superstar in the NHL, and then, he has a couple elbows, and like I said, we're not sticking up for it, but, I mean, it's hard to not be a monster and throw out the odd elbow here and there by mistake. I mean, it's a fast-paced game at the Quebec level, the CHL level, the NHL. I mean, sometimes I sit back and hear some of these people that are going on about comments as well, like some of these media people, and I don't know if they even know how to tie skates, but I mean, it gets quick out there, like we said, it's fast.
Oh yeah, even faster now than we played.
Yeah, faster, bigger, so obviously there's going to be more injuries.
The new gear does play an effect, but even still, that doesn't matter. It's the culture we're talking about here, of the game. And that's where we're coming from here. We think hockey, fans, hockey, the game itself, we need to make a decision here and kind of stick with it. I mean, the UFC, not to compare hockey to fighting, MMA fighting, but they don't go around promoting safety of the people in there, and they promote the violence and they promote the toughness. So that's fine and dandy. Yeah, it's part of the deal. So if that's where hockey wants to go, cool, I can live with that. But I think everyone also has to realize that there are going to be some times where things do go across the line, and not to really, make a huge deal like it's the end of the world here. Like, and you know, I agree the suspension it's the right amount of time, but I think it's just, you know, we're on the fence here and we need to figure out which way we want to go.
I mean, the hit in the OHL a couple weeks ago, I forget the kid's name, but the one
Cut across
the middle.
Yeah.
I mean, 5 or 10 years ago, it's unfortunate the kid got hurt, but you know, he probably would have had to get in a fight or something, but he probably wouldn't have even got kicked out of the game.
Yeah.
Now he's out for the rest of the year pretty well. He's allowed to come back for playoffs, I think. But
Yeah.
so.
So anyway, I mean, we're not, as once again, Cormier's elbow, we're not condoning it, but what we are saying is that it's kind of brought up in you when you're a hockey player to be tough, to play on that edge, play on the, you know.
It's a fine line.
Yeah, it's a very fine line. So as a group in the society, I think we need to say, are we okay with that? If not, then maybe we need to make some drastic changes and make safety and more skill play, which maybe is the route we're going now. But I don't think we can have both. I think it's impossible.
I think they're confused.
Yeah. We're all confused now. So I guess what we would love to hear from you guys is the game of hockey at a crossroads, and which direction do you think we should be going? So that's it for now. Another thing I want to do is give a shout out to Hub Spokes.
There's Bobby Clark right there.
Bobby Clark, yeah, sent me a card of Bobby Clark. Talk about a crazy maniac back in the day. You know, taking a stick against some Russians' ankles there.
He wouldn't be allowed in the rink.
Yeah, and I saw an autograph card of Bobby Clark.
Very cool.
And an autograph card of Shane Corson back in the day when he played for the Habs. So
nice.
Some two tough players there that, you know, they played on the edge, played tough. They were monsters. Anyway, thanks to Hubspokes, hubspokes.blogspot.com. Great Bruins blog there. And
hopefully you can get the turnaround.
Also, thanks to everyone that commented on the Leafs episode last week. All the Leafs fans jumped in and shared their stories about why they love the Leafs with Justin Kendrick from the Hockey Card Show. So thanks again for watching. Keep your stick on the ice.
Take care, everybody.